Hey there, it's Rabbidroo back with another Starcraft Broodwar Remastered cast, and I am very excited to be casting Chill versus Jaeyun. Now, Jaeyun is quite a well-known player. He is spawning in the top right position on Polypoi today in a olivey type color, and he is playing against Chill, who is playing under his Smurf name Proxy Drop Bear. Now, Chill is a Australian Brute War player, has been widely regarded as one of the best players in Australia for quite some time, certainly the best Protoss player in Australia. And I was very, very grateful and very excited when he agreed to share the replay of a once-off game that he played against Jaeyun. Jaeyun is a Korean player who lives in America, has got a lot of success in various tournaments, so he is a high S-rank Zerg and Protoss player. Chill is an A-rank Zerg player, an A-rank Protoss player, and is most certainly considered the underdog for today's game. That doesn't mean that we aren't excited to see how this game goes, so Chill is going with a gateway opening, and it looks like an overpool and potentially 12 hatch from Jaeyun. Let's see what happens. Alright, so hatch goes down on 11. Okay, so it's a hatch first opening from Jaeyun versus a gateway opening from Chill. So yeah, I'm excited obviously for a number of reasons to be casting this game. Chill is also a coach in the CPL, which is a foreign Brood War tournament to teach new players who want to get into the game. So I was lucky enough to have him coach me, and therefore it's a really cool experience to see one of his games against a very strong player like Jaeyun. So let's see what we get. Don't think either players have found each other just yet. I think now there, because he spotted the Overlord, he knows exactly where Jaeyun is, and he's going to head up to top left to see what sort of opening he's gone with. He's also sending his Zealot. Let's see if the two converge. Here comes the Zealot. Still saving up minerals to also throw down his Nexus behind this, I expect. Alright, so he's walking into the front door here. What's he going to find? I think there's a couple of... two sets of lings along on the way here. So I think he's going to try and get one or two drone kills. He's doing well here. He's delaying a lot of mining. Okay, here come the lings. Is he going to go around behind the mineral line with the probe? Yep. So this makes it very inefficient for the lings to try and take out the Zealot. And he's sending the second Zealot here to pressure. Back at home, Chill's got a pylon and a Nexus coming up behind this. Jaeyun has taken his third hatch, so he's quite confident in his ability to hold off these two Zealots without taking too much damage. Okay, the one Zealot is down, and he's got a full surround here, so I think he's going to tidy up the other Zealot as well. Although he has got a few kills for his efforts. Oh, the Zealot's actually done pretty well. So he's still got 3 lings left though, so that should just about be enough. Although it's close. It's close. This is outstanding micro from Chill. He's sending in another Zealot. I think one of the main reasons to continuously send the Zealots is just to keep the lings away from his front door while he's setting up his forge and his cannon. He's got plenty of time, and I don't know what he's going to do behind this. His gas is coming up now. I'm sure his core will be on its way soon. And then we may start to see a Stargate and progression to go from there. Still got the Zealot alive, still microing this and progressing with his build behind it. Counter though on the way here from Jaeyun. He's sending in about 6 lings of his own, but I don't think he's going to get anything done. Although this is wide open here, so these lings could run by potentially. Although that Zealot pops just in time. He's brought in an extra probe to hold the wall. No, he hasn't. He's sending out an extra probe, I think, to scout. Okay, so pretty eventful opening. I think the gateway opening was certainly very successful from Chill's point of view. He's delayed Jaeyun's build quite a lot. The lair is on its way, so it's 3 hatch lair opening. Probably going to see a spire, and then we'll to be a defense against the Stargate and Corsair pressure that I think we will start to see from Protoss. Alright, so there comes the Stargate. So, as expected, we will probably see some Corsair harassment. So Jaeyun is making the necessary preparations for that. I like the Zerg music. Always been a big fan. Chill finds the third, which was exactly the mission. And I don't know if anybody noticed this, but he went down this way, around this, and up to make sure that the Zerglings didn't catch him. It's just small things like that that make good players, so that he could definitely confirm exactly the location of that third hatch, so that if he does want to push out with some zealots, which is exactly what he's doing here, he knows exactly where that third hatch is, and now he's going to try and get himself a few drone kills. So Jaeyun's responding. I think he's got quite a lot of lings here, so he should look at the micro. Look at the micro. I don't think these lings have speed though, which does help a little bit. Oh, he's sending some more zealots. So now Jaeyun doesn't have enough lings to deal with this anymore. He could be in a bit of bother. Although that was pretty good micro from Jaeyun. He managed to get all 4 of those zealots with about 10 lings, and that was pretty solid from his side. So 39 versus 25 workers. That zealot's gone. We're on 1 gate production. We have a citadel on the way. We have legs for our zealots. We have +1. We have a second cannon coming up. And we are now sending in our first Corsair to potentially harass overlords. Although Jaeyun is building his first set of Scourge, which I think will chase away. There he is. Second set of Scourge. He's already got one out. So let's juke. Go Corsair, go! Run! Just slightly faster, so you'll see a little turn here, and he'll try and take it to the safety of the cannons, and he gets away. Well done. So no waste of any Corsairs. So Jaeyun sends in his Scourge to get the scout off to look at the Protoss main. He says, okay, so you've gone 1. Of course it's 2 gates, because you've got 1 on the low ground. My apologies. So it's got 2 gates, Stargate, Citadel, Templar Tech, a cannon in the main, to block the scout, number 1, and also to protect if you were to build a couple of mutalisks, number 2. And we're going up to 4 gates. So 4 gates with Corsairs. Oopsie, don't lose them. They baits them out quite nicely. Alright, so sending some speed zealots with +1 attack across the map to potentially harass the third. There are some Hydras here though, and this is quite a strong sim city, so I don't think he's going to get much damage here. I think he's going to assess this and potentially pull away. He goes for it. It's pretty close, but he's having to pull some drones. Some more Hydras though coming to reinforce, and Chill pulls away without losing any zealots. Take a bit of a few hits on them, but they have gotten away. So running down and around, just kind of chilling, you know, being chill and all that. The last time I make that joke, I apologize. Okay, so we have a lot of Corsairs. We are going up to 5, and then if you include the low ground gates, 6 gate production on 54 probes. The question now will be, when does Protoss try and expand? Here comes some muters. I think, considering the number of Corsairs that Protoss has on the field, I don't think you should be able to achieve too much with them. There's only 2 Scourge, and that's not going to do much either. How many Corsairs do we have? 3? It's like 3. Alright, he's leaving them there for now. He's got a DT. There's no... Oh, there's 2 Overlords here. Okay. Spots that. Doesn't do anything, just holds his position. Okay, so it's 3. This is good micro from Jaeyun, picking off the probes really nicely. Chill has lost about 6 probes from this mutalisk harassment. Been very well done by Jaeyun. Okay, so now we're up to 7 gate production. We're still making probes, but I think that's remaking some of the probes we lost, which makes sense. DT's still around, just scouting to see that Jaeyun is still definitely just on the 3 bases. And here he comes to block this. Is he going to see it? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. Jaeyun hasn't thrown it down yet, though. Coming down here to check. So when does Chill try and take his third? It's a robo. I think he may move out once he has observers, in case Jaeyun takes into lurkers. We can see now that he's just started to research lurker aspects. So I think the timing is going to line up quite nicely. This looks like a push. We got 4 High Templars, which is the magic number, 4 or 5. A couple of Corsairs to knock out an Overlord here or there. And Storm. And that's just answered my question. Chill has now tried to move out and take his third at about the 11-minute mark, which I think is a very solid timing. I expect the observatory will come up pretty soon behind this, behind the robo completing. Here it is there. Alright. So still bringing in the mutalisk to try and pick off High Templars, and he got one there. You heard it die. Really well done by Jaeyun. Although, now his mutas are outnumbered by all these Corsairs. And, could be in for a spot of bother, I reckon. Well, there's an Overlord. He's in for a world of pain. But the mutas got away, unfortunately. Chill. Okay, so 135 versus 103. I feel like we're on the calm before storm, where I think Chill is going to move out with his 3 or 4 sets of control groups. Try and take down one of Jaeyun's bases. So we've got our 8-gate production, which is the standard. Continuing with our upgrades. Do we have any observers? Don't see any yet. That's my only concern here. We're moving out with our army. Where's our observer? Am I blind? Trying to take a 4th behind this attack. Makes a lot of sense. That's why the Zergling is there scouting it. And he has thrown down his 4th behind this attack. But, I see the army, I see the Corsairs, I see the High Templars, which are a little bit broken away from the rest. But I do not see an observer. There's one in production now. That's potentially the first one. Where does he go with this army? That's my question. Just kind of posturing, moving up and down, trying to see a good spot. Doesn't have an observer to see these lurkers, unfortunately. Here comes the observer, okay. It looks like he's going to move in on this position, although Jaeyun seems pretty well prepared for it. Jaeyun's equal on worker count, got the 4 bases. I don't know what his hatch count is. He's got 1 hatch here, 2 there, 3 in here, so it's about, I think that's 7 or 8. I'm bad at maths. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's scary. It's scary, powerful production. Protoss has got to wipe out a base with a number of hatches at it if he can. Okay, so we are chasing a random pod of Hydras here down the bottom of the map. We have a fair number of cannons protecting this expansion, and we've slowly but surely done what we need to get this one up. We just probably need to do a worker transfer to get the space saturated. This evil egg on the ramp trick, very nicely done. Bit of a stalling tactic, if nothing else. Oh, nice storm. Takes out the Hydras and the Lurker egg. Beautifully done. Alright, so 168 versus 196. I fear for our Protoss friend that there's just going to be too much Zerg when he eventually makes his move. Hive's on its way, so he's not on Hive Tech Defilers as of yet. Maybe there still is a window here. Let's see. Is he going to come from the bottom and converge onto this base? Looks like he's going to go after this base. There are lurkers on a ramp. I think it's going to be a bit tough to get up there. Yes, he's splitting his army up. He's heading down here. I think just to check that there's nothing there. And then he's just holding position here. So very patient from Chill. He hasn't extended anywhere. He hasn't thrown any units in. There's a bit of a pathing problem here. A couple of Dragoons decided they wanted to go a different way. And now they're kind of tripping over each other and not firing on anything. Oh, that's an unfortunate situation there. Lost a few Dragoons without getting any shots off at all. Okay, so he's now bringing his Zealots back. Got a couple here. I think he just wants to deny this expansion. But he's also trying to consolidate his forces to take this fight from two angles. But these Zealots have just run into the abyss there for free, unfortunately. A couple of decent storms there and some lurkers. The Zealots are moving forward and dying rapidly. These Dragoons are not really participating. This is quite a narrow attack. Not able to get a lot of surround and good surface area here, unfortunately. That was a nice storm though. He's moving a lot of his units back. Alright, so I think he's realizing maybe to take the engagement from a better angle would be a good option. Yeah, this DT here is going to get himself oh, where the hell did he? Oh, there's the Overlord. This guy spotted him. Okay, so we're even on supply, which is not good for our Protoss friend. Okay, so that original attack and the surface area that he was trying to get there wasn't working. So now Chill is trying a new approach to get up to this fifth base. It's a nice storm. I think he just needs to try and break that initial line of lurkers, although there's a lot of lings coming across here, and it's mainly Dragoons, with only a handful of Zealots to buffer for them, and I think that means that Zerg's going to be able to get some penetration here. The Corsairs are annoying, but at this stage of the game, losing one or two Overlords isn't going to phase Jaeyun too much. And getting up this ramp with the amount of lings that he's sending down and the amount of lurkers that are parked behind these Sunkens is going to be very, very difficult. Another High Templar down. I just think getting up here is just next to impossible. There are 5 lurkers, 3 Sunkens, and there come a few Scourge as well to make life more difficult for the Corsairs. Plenty of observers, that's not really the issue. The issue is just breaking up there without losing all of your units. Alright, so new plan. Although, looks like Jaeyun is wanting to expand down here. Okay, so we've given up on our pursuit of that. We're now going this way. I think Chill is coming to a point now where he's realizing he's going to need to take a 5th. I don't think that's going to matter though, because Jaeyun's now moving in with his massive army. He's nearly maxed out and he's sending heaps of lings, lurkers, hydras, and Chill's army was down here, and a lot of it still is, and I don't know if that's going to be in time to hold this attack. I think this is going to be the killing blow, and it is. But GG to both players. I think a very, very high level PvZ, very patient. I think the only thing potentially that when Chill reflects on this game he may consider is the timing of his move out. Otherwise, I think a very, very strong game from Jaeyun. Good macro, good continuous expansion, 60 drones, spending his money on 9-10 hatcheries. Just a very strong, experienced S-rank Zerg player. But well done to Chill for giving a very, very good account of himself. Thanks again for sharing the replay. I'm Rabidru. I cast variety of Broodwar game types 3 times a week. So if you enjoyed this game, then please do leave a like and consider subscribing. Until next time, I'll see you soon.